A group of ruthless poachers storms into the wild. They're here for profit. Armed to the teeth, they ambush a majestic pride of lions. One by one, the gunshots echo. Bodies fall. But one lion is missing. The alpha male. From the shadows, the massive lion strikes back, slaughtering the poachers one by one, vanishing into the darkness with blood on his mane and rage in his eyes. From that moment on, he is no longer just an animal. He is vengeance. Dr. Nate Samuels arrives in South Africa with his two teenage daughters, Meredith and Nora. Nate is a man haunted by regret. He lost his wife to cancer. And his daughters blame him for not being there. For choosing work over family. For letting their mother face her final days alone. This trip is Nate's last chance to fix what's broken. They arrive at Mopani Reserve, a breathtaking wilderness where nature still rules. Waiting for them is Martin Battles, a wildlife biologist, old family friend, and one of the few men who truly understands the land. Inside Martin's lodge, memories resurface, old photos of their mother smiling in the African sun. The next morning, Martin takes them on a drive through the reserve. They witness herds moving like living rivers, elephants shaking the earth, lions resting peacefully in the shade. Martin speaks of them with respect, almost like family. But something is wrong. The wilderness feels tense. They drive to a nearby village Martin once worked with. But when they arrive, it's empty. Homes abandoned. Fires cold. Then they find the bodies. Villagers torn apart. Blood soaking the dirt. Whatever did this wasn't human. They find one survivor, barely breathing. His eyes fill with terror as he whispers of a monster, a lion possessed by death itself. Moments later, he dies. Martin grabs his rifle and heads into the bush to track the beast. That's when the nightmare begins. Out of nowhere, the lion charges. A massive blur of muscle and fury crashes into their vehicle, flipping it into chaos. Metal screams. Glass explodes. The Jeep smashes into a tree. Martin is far from the Jeep, gravely injured. Nate, a doctor, guides Martin for emergency treatment. Knowing the lion will return, Nate breaks into the vehicle's locked weapons compartment and retrieves a tranquilizer rifle. But the lion doesn't wait. It attacks again. Nate is dragged beneath the Jeep, inches from death, as massive claws rip at the metal. Just as all hope fades, Nora stabs lion with the dart. The lion retreats. They survive. For now. As night falls, they hide inside the wrecked vehicle. Martin reveals the truth. The lion is not evil. The poachers murdered his entire pride. Now he hunts anything that smells like humans. Later, a radio signal crackles. Relieved, Nate answers. But when the vehicles arrive, reality turns dark. They are the poachers. The killers. They recognize Martin as an anti-poaching legend. Guns are raised. Before anyone can pull the trigger. The lion returns. Chaos explodes. The lion tears through the camp, slaughtering the poachers in brutal fashion. Nate escapes during the confusion and steals their truck, but the key is missing. He searches the dead bodies near a river. The lion stalks him silently. A snake slithers toward Nate. In desperation, he grabs it and throws it at the lion. The beast retreats. But back at the Jeep, Nora accidentally honks the horn. The sound echoes across the savannah. The lion comes back. The lion attacks again. The vehicle slides toward a cliff. Martin, barely able to move, tells the girls to jump. They escape. The Jeep falls over the edge, with Martin and the lion inside. Wounded, trapped, knowing death is certain. Martin pulls a grenade. He looks at the lion. And whispers. The explosion lights up the night. Both vanish in fire. Nate returns moments later, too late. He watches his best friend burn. Nate escapes with his daughters. Meredith is badly injured. They reach an abandoned house. Nate treats her wounds. Then, footsteps. Breathing. The lion survived. Knowing his daughters won't survive another attack, Nate locks them inside and steps outside alone. No gun. No protection. Just a father facing death. The lion attacks. Nate is thrown like a ragdoll. Bones crack. Blood spills. But he refuses to die. He stabs the lion again and again. Both collapse. Silence. Then, movement. Another lion pride emerges, the same group Martin once protected. They recognize the scent of their ally. They finish the wounded killer. Nate survives. Nate wakes in a hospital. His daughters stand beside him. No longer angry. No longer distant. Proud. Later, they return to Mopani Reserve and recreate an old photograph, their mother standing in Africa, smiling. This time, they smile together. Not as broken people, but as a family.